another lovely and talented version of your favorite audio addiction on the video platform on the eve of the Minnesota State Fair. It did start today, but my experience, my journey to the Minnesota State Fair tomorrow with Sue Ellen. We'll bring the GoPro 10 for some pictures, and I'm going to bring the Pocket 2. I was talking to Santa Claus today about that. And do some made videos for you guys. 2025. I got paid today. I'm making $112 a month though over there on my other channel. I got another. It gets me emails. I'm like $112. I'm like, wow, interesting. A lot of traffic over there, I guess. Anyways, you know, I was telling Santa Claus. I told him at work last night. I'm uploading both channels and hear the dogs barking like a banshee. So I was like, get over here. And I walked down the hall. And I go, what do you want? You know, and look down. There's a young lady at the bottom of the stairs, and I looked at her and I go, this is a relative. And I go, oh. I looked at her and I'm like, walked. I had a feeling who she was. I talked to my sis today and I told her, and she's your second cousin on your dad's side. It's your grandfather's brother's. Because I was just talking to her and talking about family and mother and her. She asked about her foundation, and I said, it's still going strong. And I said, I do some of it. I help out. I hand it off. We talked about the family and everything else, and went on and on and on. My mother talked about the old man's house, 2 houses down, and my brother died. My sister died. And she asked why I wasn't down in Nebraska, and I told her why. Okay. You are an alien. I said, that's right. We chatted about the old days. Her family used to own a milk farm up in Stacy, up in Harris. I remember going up there. I had that kind of job memory. Just chat about my mom and her foundation and everything else, and my brother and my sis. I had to soon shoo her after 20 minutes because burgers were going to be in the grill, and Sue Ellen gets grumpy when she gets her burgers on Wednesdays. I soon journeyed back up the stairs, and she goes, who was that? And I said, I have no idea. I said, I have no idea what the hell that was. I don't have any idea. I had to call my sister because I feel it was on my dad's side, but it's kind of interesting. 78 years old. She's the only one left of 9 children. So it was kind of fun to talk to her and discuss family behaviors and all the families and other people in the family that passed. And Aunt Bertha, who I was the last person to see her, and she had a stroke, and she wrote Bill Clinton. And I go, you betcha, man. He is going through his second term. Yahoo! I looked at her. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. She smiled and clapped. She had the stroke. Single woman died, lived to be 96 in Glencoe. It was good to talk to her. But I didn't know who the hell she was. Anyways, I look at the calendar at Blackjack night, 21st day, Shrimp night, State Fair tomorrow, go to Costco tonight, do the shopping, $500 in cash to bring tomorrow. Free tickets to her job. We'll have the time of our lives. But this state fair, their state fairs is 50 states, and we had the hunch. Claimed he was going to Russia last week with a murderer. No, you were going to Alaska. His gankles and the whole 9 yards. The convicted, failed, adjudicated rapist who was a draft dodger, like it or not. So was Bill Clinton, man? Yahoo! I was too. I don't know. 52,000 people went instead of them and lost their lives, legs and arms, whatever, collateral damage. We had one, and I'm supposed to end all wars, I've always said, September 1st, 1939. Hitler decided to invade, because tonight is brown shirts. And we ended it in 1945. Officially, they signed the documents in the mighty, mighty Mo, Missouri. The Japanese, in between them, they stormed those beaches we always talk about, and snapped the necks. The crowd was listening about the final solution of they were sending the Jews over here on ships. They wouldn't take them. They went back to be slaughtered. Wouldn't take them. They wanted to have Madagascar to be the place to put all the Jews, but it wouldn't work out because of the war. So they soon liquidated them all. Practice on children. Hitler capitulated. We did storm those beasts, stuff against crowds for the Jews, like I said. All the behavior, there's a lot of public hangings, and when at the end, when Hitler decided to take his own life and be a coward that he was, a lot of people. But I can speak English because of the brave men and women in the armed forces. Forgotten war. Vietnam went on for many, many years. Afghani war, Desert Storm, plenty of them. Balls the size of basketball, and ovaries the size of oak. If a woman wants to fight, let her fight. That's her business. She's an American citizen. If we have a Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn, I will answer the call, and he will call, and he will call. As Jim Schuler says, from Monkey Beat, too poor to die, and I owe you to the devil. All those brave men and women, the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Maritime Coast Guard, in on uniform you paid at the altar of freedom. I thank you so much for all you do, and the men and women in blue, and God bless that working class, the truck drivers, the warehousemen, the waitresses, the cooks, the secretaries, all the people out there, the grave diggers, the construction workers, the people at the Minnesota State Fair this next 12 days, whoever it may be, domestic and abroad, all the IPs that work for a living, people that come to this country, illegally but want to make something themselves. Those are the ones you keep because they do jobs that people don't want, like in slaughterhouses. Clean your up after yourself, just like on the cruise ships that New York Daniel's on, right? Thank you so much. Like I said, men with blue, 9/11 victims. We always dedicate the NFL podcast, the audios, always to domestic violence. People don't show blood for love. Break off a switch, bitch. You see something, say something. We always say, you are your choices in life. You make your choice. I don't run with poor people. I run with good people. I live well. I eat well. I have friends well. I don't want criminals, that kind of behavior. I have the time of my life every single day. Shout out to Old Man Nation, his behavior. Doing great work on YouTube. Trigger. But you are your choices in life. No different between a choice and a mistake. Remember that. When it comes to sex, keep the kids' health out of it. Put a condom on, prevent AIDS and herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. The condom right there. Put one on. Don't be a spent condom at the floors of whores. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. I want children. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. Young man was bun raped. Joe probably got away with it. Police took for Penn State, Pedophilia University, so they're all hung. Caroli started executing people. Pope of Pedophilia Entertainment Incorporated. The Blue Laws, the Rat Line, burned Catholic Church to the ground. I listened to a lady yesterday. We don't care about children anymore. I said, you're absolutely right. Could care less. Look at the Jeffrey Epstein. No one cares. But if you don't like two men having sex, grunting and groaning, I get it. I mean, $20 is $20. But you can't watch two women have sex. You can't, because that's not a very Christian thing. Not a very Christian thing to be doing when you want to staple a man to a fence. I don't care. Two men want to adopt a child, let them. Too many people that are straight and abuse children. Two lesbians, two lipstick lesbians, two bull dykes, fine. Want to adopt a child? You don't need to go overseas to find a child of color. There's plenty of children out of diapers who would love to have a home in a white community. Don't need to go to China. plenty of children. Here, make a good choice. You can say, I may not be your father, but I'll be your daddy. I mean, no difference between a father and a child, a father and a daddy. I had to explain it to a grown-ass man inside of a hot tub at LA Fitness. There was a Playboy model that was taking pictures of some lady undressing one time. She got fired from the radio station. Like I told my wife, her body's monetized, so she doesn't know the difference. It's like with Wonder Hussy. It wasn't a big deal to masturbate in public. You choose to go to a nude beach, not choose to watch someone choke the chicken. She's at Burning Man, so she's going to have an electric vagina on the stage. So you can ship her things if you want. Go to her Facebook page and you can ship her behaviors. If I was crazy, I want her my baby, I could ship her some Earls, but I'm not going to waste good suffering. But I saw that today. Good for her with her trailer, her new truck. She had the time of her life and spoke a lot of dope. She had like a filler video kind of ripping on two towns. It's like, I feel sorry for her. She's running out of content. But anyways, don't drink and drive either. Call somewhere. That's a good choice. When you do get busted, you're in an orange jumpsuit and look at the judge. Say me the poor choice, Your Honor. Take accountability because you're a convicted felon in old Canada. Even Wonder Hussy's made some port, made a DWI. She can't go to Canada because she's a convicted felon in lovely and talented old Canada. They don't allow felons. I wonder if the hunch can't go. He's a convicted, adjudicated rapist. A lot of people aren't going to Vegas. They're dying because of the international people aren't going to Vegas because of the hunch. Cause and effect. Go outside with no clothes on, you die of froze. You have a sex, no condom, you become the father. AIDS or herpes, like I always say, right? Cause and effect. That's what happens in your life. But as I come to you on this beautiful day, it's August. State Fair tomorrow. In the GoPro 10, I'm going to bring the Pocket 2. I got that all charged up. There's a little case it came with. I forgot about it. I could put that in my pocket and just kind of do it and have time of my life. And the GoPro 10 to take pictures for me and her for calendars. Got the cash all ready to rock and roll. Bunch of 5s and 10s. And I used to go with my mom and dad. I told Santa Claus when we would park in the free spot off of Como. Way back when. Opening day. Park in the spot. Line us up. 100 to my mother. 20 to all 5 of us. Again at noon. 100 by mom after lunch. 5 20s. And again at 6. Same thing. And leave at noon at midnight. I used to go with my mom on opening day. Long after the divorce. My mother would just eat like a pig. I'd spend about $500-$600 on her. Easy, because she used to eat. I seen that one woman put down 4 Big Macs in one sitting one time. Woman was a bore. She was a baby Shamu, even though she wasn't built like one. That one could put down food. So we will eat like banshees tomorrow on the outskirts. Everything's $5, $6. Corn on the cob and the sugarless lemonade. I was listening to Mark Rosen on Common Show, and he goes right to corn. And that sugarless lemonade is the best combination. That corn is so good. With the time of our lives. But anyways, see if K Secrets calls the show today. We did get some recycle money for Daniel on his little cruise for his drinking money. He's carousing, running around in the high seas. His girlfriend was forced to come along. We couldn't rip for being by himself. I saw him down below. They're boring because he's pumping them out quicker than Sarasota Tim. He's just going to ruin the channel. I try to keep it to 2 on this channel and sometimes 2 on the other channel. But I was shocked on that. But I was like, really? I didn't know I didn't know I was getting a month. I missed so many emails. Just the Cowpote Yahoo.com between the hate emails, whatever it may be. Let's see now. Let's view the bill. It says view the bill. So I got $112 in, which is not a big deal, but But it's it was 111 last week too as well. So I'm like, really? Payments. Let's see here now. Payment info. I didn't get August 1st, but I did get July 31st. I got it was 112. And then July 1st was 99. I didn't know all that. I didn't really look what I was getting. So automatic savings account. So there it is. So ending balance. So kind of cool, man. It's last 3 months. Let's see. Kind of cool to see that. And balance. So I didn't realize that. So anyways, but also like, well, okay. I saw the email come through. I don't go on email. I don't get a chance. So a little bit of grr, right? So hanging around someone you may know. That's Dave 25. Don't care on TikTok. I put up today about panhandling the money I got. So anyways, let's go over to see the IPs. I think the IP is pretty much the same. Podcast stats, just a little over. I've 436 listens, 62,000, almost 63,000, 589 live play, no longer live play. I was talking to Sweet Melissa about this. And I was talking about the sources that come in, the usual Chrome, Spotify, which pays me, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Safari, iHeart, Firefox, UI WebView. That's like new 3 times there. Apple, Javon, iTunes, Podtail, Google Podcasts, and Internet Explorer. So I appreciate the United States, California, Florida, Georgia's on my mind, Illinois, Colorado, Louisiana, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Virginia, Texas, Minnesota, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Massachusetts. I know Sarasota was in there. Jacksonville, so Sarasota dropped off. St. Peter's, Medora. Minnesota is Savage once. Wisconsin, Milwaukee Beer. North Dakota is FRSSEDNEN. In Colorado is Aurora. California is Resident twice. RSDADA, I can't pronounce. Elk Grove, Redlands, and Oakland. With Massachusetts, Springfield. Pennsylvania, Doylestown. Virginia is Lynchburg. Georgia's on my mind, Savannah. Texas, Houston, H-Town. In Illinois, Chicago. So in Wisconsin is, like I said, Milwaukee. I appreciate all the IPs. And of course, countries, let my people go. Japan, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Canada, India, Switzerland, Hungary. I just love it. Just make me laugh and cry and scream and holler. Ontario, Canada, Toronto for 8 times. Thank you in Toronto. Someone's coming. British Columbia, Applesford. Thank you so much. So someone in old Canada is liking the behaviors. Appreciate very, very much. So it's cool. But so I was like, didn't realize I was getting money in the bank. I didn't realize that. So I'm getting a lot of traction over there. When you do it every single day, whatever it may be. So appreciate them coming through on that behavior. Anyways, but this channel will be ready for whenever I get monetized. So they put $99 on the 30th of June, and then July was $112, and I get that $110 over there on Spreaker. So I didn't realize. I just, like I said, I get so many emails from different things that it's just kind of like, it's just to the point of embarrassment. So, but okie dokie, just want to make sure everything's okay there. All right, perfect. Anyway, so in the hater community, right, it's just too much fun. Nah, I saw BlindViews. I listened to his video today. I saw it pop up because tonight is the Brown Shirts. So this will be on. You can listen to the Brown Shirts. The Gestapo will be in the building tonight, and they will be laughing and crying and slapping everybody on the back. And he's still going on vacation. I thought maybe Obama let him go on vacation, I guess. So he's going to go somewhere. So allegedly he's blind, he can't drive. So she's going to have to drive his young ass around. So I guess he's going to go on vacation. Going to leave the facility, the confines. Hit me up. I think if it was me or if it was Old Man Nation, but leaving the house because he can tell we're triggering him. He listens. We appreciate him listening. There's nothing else to do, so I think he listens to Mark more than I do because Mark's a video and he can see the food moving. So I mean, I don't hate the guy. I just like to push back. I mean, you're gonna hate on somebody, you're gonna hate on you. I'm not some faceless troll. He can claim that I'm doing all that behavior. You go right. He's never proved it because it's false. I mean, whoever, if it's doing it, it's surely not me. Go for it, man. But he's not used to somebody who's actually in a video and can look in the camera in a car and tell him he's an idiot. You know, he's used to people running off, or you know, when he gets all tough. He thinks he's a wannabe biker. And I'll say before, he's jealous of Tater. Hey, do I wish I could drive around like Tater? You know, the house or 3 days a week and be an RVer? Yeah, I'm 60, maybe I'm widowed, or I've never married, and I have a real good pension. I worked as a diesel mechanic for MTC. They got a really good pension plan. I qualified for mine coming next week, September, whatever the hell it is, for whatever it is, $2,800 a month, what the hell it is, something like that. And if the longer I stay, the more it goes. You know, I'm a married man, but if it'd be sweet. It'd be great. 2-3 a week, but I'd have the money to do it. It wouldn't be asking for any money. But he said, I saw part of that video, why he's driving around with 2 vehicles with her. I'm sorry, it'd be like my wife driving around another car. You know, it's just no. You don't need pull your motorcycle, leave the trailer, and move. It's like I saw that. I'm like, why is she driving around with this young ass? It's bizarre. I'm like, Tater, whatever. He's jealous of Tater because he's a wannabe motorcycle. He wishes he could be Tater, like it or not. You know, he's piss and moan. You know, what's this one? I don't need that one. What's this one? But it's good to see him, the grumpy, unhappy old man, the wannabe biker, Robert Plant, leave the house. It's good to see him, because I still would love to see why, what's his name, could not travel because of Barack Hussein Obama. He's never explained that to me. I heard him like, what do you mean? He reminds me a lot of the Hunch. I mean, Barack Hussein Obama lives in Donald J. Trump, the convicted felon adjudicated rapist's head. He lives rent-free in his... It's like the guy replaced his job 10 years ago. It's like long gone, you know. I mean, it'd be like me all of a sudden, something happens, and it wasn't even there when we had the truck, you know, bitch about him or something. It's like, really? It's just, I heard him say that one day, blaming Barack Hussein Obama on because he can't travel. It's like the Hunch with the Jeffrey Epstein list. Let's release it. You know, he was trying to wag the dog, and I'm going to Russia. No, you're not, you moron. You're going to Alaska, and his gankles. You know. But real quick, I had a Deadpool hit on the judge that passed away. I can't remember what his name is, but I looked at Sue Ellen and I said, did I get a Deadpool hit? I liked him. He was cool. Caught in Providence guy. So I made $200 on that. Because my nephew joined the show. He joined it. And his grandpa were paying the bill. He goes, no, I'll pay my own bill. He works now. So I picked Joe Biden as my third Deadpool hit. So Joe Biden's on the list. Because I think he's going to die of prostate cancer. So, but I like that lawyer, but that judge. So I picked him. He was a Deadpool hit for me. So one though it's been. I mean, I had Eddie Van Halen a long time ago, but I had the Queen, but we could not pick Betty White. We'd always do a Deadpool hits, Deadpool around the. I think it was Thanksgiving dinner when her mother was just pissed. And people would be pissed off about it and they hear about it, but can I join? No, it's family only. And it's sorry, but it's so he passed away. He was you could send him money. I was tempted one day to send him $1,000 in cash because he would send him money, and then he would pay it from. He'd say, "I got this from blah blah blah." He would pay a fine for someone, but he was a fair judge, very fair. He was cool. I always just knew him, but it's good to see BlindViews. The brown shirt leaving with his lovely wife. Going to go on vacation. I'm like, really? You're going to leave the facility above the garage and go do something substantial? Because he went on this long what he was doing. No one cares. No one cares what you're doing about what your life. Going to Costco. I'm going tonight too as well. I mean, I don't need a play-by-play. I think somebody is feeling better. No one cares. No one cares. It was kind of a clickbait video because it was mainly about him. It was a clickbait video, so well, that was kind of funny. So I'm like, okay. So it's good to see the leader of the haters, the king, is going to leave, and tonight they'll all be in the building listening to the hater, and we'll see what he brings up, because last week was so funny when Old Man Nation came in, get out, his head going back and forth. I love those triggers, because if my name gets mentioned, it gets scrubbed right away. I guess he can't handle it. See, if I'm live right now on YouTube, I'm live streaming, and Mark doesn't like me, hey Mark, welcome to the show. How you doing? Stay a while. I do my own effing. But remember, he can't see, so why is he worried? The hustle when she does her live stream is pretty funny. People just roll through and say stuff to her. It's hilarious because she only reads. It's like Carpeg only reads when someone gives him money. The few people come to mind. Something about zero views. Hey, I get what I get. I get it, man. I get views on someone over in New York, Dan. Hey, I get my views. I get it, man. Obviously you're coming over looking. It's like people always say, yeah, I get it, man. Like I said, $112 came in my savings account. I didn't realize that until I saw it. Now it's just going with my emails. Oh, got a phone call here.
Call from
Casey Grits.
Welcome to the show.
Are we live on Fear Mongering Radio?
Yes, we are live on Fear Mongering Radio. It'll be out tonight. How are you? I was talking to Carl. I think we got. You know what you look like. We have to put like a picture on a milk carton. We thought maybe you were.
Oh yeah.
We thought maybe your wife or your girlfriend embargoed you to come on the show.
I called last week, right, or was it 2 weeks ago?
I can't remember. No big deal. I understand.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling wonderful and delicious, outrageous and contagious.
Mm-hmm. You like that? I would say I feel delicious. Yeah. My wife is yummy. I'm delicious. That's what I always tell her. People, how you, instead of saying time of my life.
Know what I look like? Imagine Carl, like 25 years younger, but handsome, better looking. Mm-hmm. No. I'm good. So, like I told you recently, I haven't been able to YouTube because I've been, I can't listen. Been busy actually doing a lot of work. Mm-hmm. But so I'm out of the loop on a lot of stuff. But I have watched E4 Mafia, who is the new barium exposure.
Yes, E4 Mafia.
And I watched one of New York Daniel's cruise videos, two of his cruise videos.
Yeah.
And I watched the CG, the what's he calling it? The AI video that came out on Old Man Nation of barium exposure.
Yes.
And the guy with the welding helmet.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was epic. That was epic behavior. That was a great video. He did
hilarious.
He did one today with he was pretending to be he was ranting about BlindViews. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the one where he says that video was AI.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Did you watch the video that E4 Mafia barium exposure did where he says that one of the guys that Sarasota Tim said that he knew from that Devil's Curve or whatever.
Yep.
He actually messaged him and asked him if he knew Sarasota Tim.
I made a comment in his I don't know, in his thing. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're
Get a life.
I mean, I just typed in there. I go, what do you? I mean, I don't know if he has me blocked or not, but I typed in there. I'm like, are you? What's wrong with you people? You're. I mean, could you imagine getting that message from somebody? You're on Facebook and some weirdo asks you a question. Have you ever met this guy named Cowpote? You know,
Right.
and you're just kind of like, what do you say? I mean, it's just like Barron Exposure, God rest his soul. I'm gonna call
R.I.P.
Walmart.
Barron. R.I.P.
I'm gonna call Walmart. You know,
That's exactly what it was. That's why I said he's the new Barron Exposure.
that's right. It's his
First
brother.
of all, he looks like him.
Yep.
He has the same mannerisms as him.
Yep.
They both live in the Upper Michigan or whatever. Yes. But yeah, it's so funny that he got so pissed off about that he actually messaged the guy.
Yep. Because I was talking to Carl, and I was up in up by Forest Lake, so I was getting gas. So I found it. You know, I just typed in Sarah. He actually comes up. So I'm like, I gotta listen to this. So he's in his car. He's got that perfectly white cropped hair, like Carl says. And I'm listening to it, and all of a sudden it gets to that point, and I stop for a second, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is just. I got told Dave 25, and I told my wife, and I try to explain, like Carl laughed how you explain things to people about Sarasota haters and how you found me and everything else, and I explain people about people wanting to call Walmart because they take YouTube so seriously. You know, that everything is just, they see something, they got to respond, they got to call a job, they have to call somebody. So you're going to get on Facebook, type in a guy's name. Who knows? It could be somebody. It could be whoever the name is. The guy could be somebody totally different. You don't know. I don't know. But I'm like,
Well, he was talking like clearly E4 Mafia had also been to this place before. I think he's a motorcycle guy.
yes,
Too.
yeah,
So, but it was so funny because he was like, nobody would ever call it that. Well, how do you know, man? If somebody goes on vacation to someplace a couple times, they might, like, it was just, he was so offended by all this stuff. And then what's even funnier about that is today, Sarasota Tim, I had to look, he only posted one video, and he's been doing this thing now where he's posting like pictures of himself as a younger man.
yep,
And so that E4 Mafia guy was saying that he had probably never really been there and all this stuff. But Sarasota Tim posted pictures of him at this place today. So he really had been there.
yeah.
It's just, I don't care if you tell me that you've been on vacation in Alaska.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, oh yeah? Well, I was there too, and I never heard anybody call it that. Get a life.
I was just,
oh my God.
it just to hear him say it, just like with Barron Exposure, he was so offended of that thing they did with the shirt in Walmart. He was so offended. He was like ready to cry. I'm calling Walmart. Could you imagine being?
He was encouraging other people to call Walmart too.
Could you imagine being on the other side of that phone call? It's just like with Carpetbagger. Janie Penny had a problem with a rental car in Colorado, one of the cheaper ones, right? So allegedly, whatever happened, because people, it's your story, my story, and the truth, right? So they were trying to pressure to get a four-wheel drive. Allegedly, we use Hertz. That's all we use. We're gold members. You walk in, you get in your car, and you leave. There's no BS. Okay, I've never used a poorer version of a car rental. So I can't which one he used. So she got pressured. So what does he do? He does a video on it. Just like he did on his travel thing, he went through Priceline, and he's whined about that. He lost $1,000. He got like 40,000 views. So guess what? He made back his money. You know what I'm saying? because he whined, because he kept going back. You don't use Priceline. We go directly through Delta. You get your best deal you can, and you get on the plane. Because if you go through Priceline, they will bump you because you're the lowest one.
Oh yeah,
they will bump you.
You have to, like, if you're going to fly Southwest, you have to just look through their website.
Because I've talked to a few pilots and people I know in Delta, and I go, you're absolutely right, because they go down the list. Let's say me and you want to go from New York to LA. We're willing to pay $5,000. They will go down, and let's say Carl and his wife are going on Priceline, right? Or the carpetbagger is, right? And it's like $300. They're going to bump them. They're going to bump them because guess what? They're the cheapest one on the flight. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going to do. They'll reciprocate to somebody else. But so he did a video pissing and moaning about it. The rental car, and then he did that other one. It's like, he kept going back, and when he was going to go do it again, it's like, because he's all about penny wise or foolish, and I get it. He did one in Alaska. He locked his keys in the vehicle, right, in Alaska. Okay, so he does the video of it, and he shows Jenny Penny. She's a very big woman. He shows her straight on. She's got a big belly. I'm like, don't show this woman like that. She's a very big woman.
Yeah.
That's not. He did another one time. They were going on a.
Well, and she always hides that in her video.
Correct. So
he should be respectful and do the same thing.
He pointed right at her, and he could just see her lower area. Very big woman. And I think, come on, let's not do that to her. Okay. I just saw it. I'm like, oh, come on. You're embarrassing the woman. She's a very likable girl, very funny. You know, she's very sweet. I mean, she'd be a great kindergarten teacher because she's very infectious. You know what I'm saying? She'd be a great kindergarten teacher. And he did another time. They were racing toward the rental car bus, right? And he's behind her, chasing her with his camera. Run, Jenny!
Oh, I think that was when they were in Hawaii. I think.
Yeah, and he's chasing her with the camera. Run, Jenny, run! I'm like, what are you doing? You're showing her backside, you know. God, I'm like, why are you embarrassing Jenny? Why are you doing this to her? You know? Because he locked his keys.
Have you ever locked your keys in your car and had to have, like, the tow truck guy get them out?
Ever.
Okay, so I had never, ever done it either. But I was at my dad's house, and I had the car running, and I had the door open, and, like, I forgot something, and I walked over to get it, and I don't know what happened, but the door shut while the car was running.
Oh.
So I had to call a freaking tow truck, or, you know, to come in and get it. And I don't know, I can't remember how long it took, but my car's pretty new. It shut off eventually, so that was good. But the tow truck guy was in my car in like 30 seconds.
Correct.
They could break into your car so easy if they wanted to.
Right. Well,
it was crazy.
Well, we were at a lot. I went to one place at the airport. We had a lot, and some guy thought it'd be cool to leave his keys in the ignition. I mean, in the car, and lock it inside, and then he would have it unlocked by what's that one star, right? Well, if it doesn't move, if it doesn't move for 7 days or something, I can't remember what happened. He had to call because it didn't move for 7 days, so they assumed that was something he was trying to be. Instead of just bringing the key with him, you know.
What an idiot.
So he was something, if it doesn't move for 7 days, there's something they need, like a clearing of it or something, whatever it was. He was trying to be, because you call Gold Star and say, hey, unlock it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just dumb.
He was trying to be slick.
Yeah, it's just like when I go on vacation, guess where my house keys are? They're at home. The only key we bring is her car. That's it. My car key. I was scuba diving. I mean, snorkeling, and it's in it was called Champagne Beach. Okay, it's a bubbling up like it's a Champagne Beach. You look it up. I can't remember what the thing is, but I'm snorkeling along. It's a what do you call it? An active volcano. So it's coming up. It's really cool. It's called Champagne Beach. Look it up. And I'm going along, and I look down. And I saw 4 sets of keys. I'm like,
imagine you just lose your house keys in St. Martin or something.
It was the island was called, but it was a really cool place to go snorkeling. If you look it up, Champagne Beach, it's a really cool. It's bubbling up. So then I go down and get all 4 sets. 3 I was able to return to somebody because they had their Life to LA Fitness on there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's cool.
So I was able to find out and ship it back to them. And then I look, and there's a money clip. And I pull it out, and it had like about $500 in cash in it, and different all kinds of denominations. So someone dropped a money clip.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? That was nice. But I saw something in the rocks. I mean, why are you scuba diving with your keys?
With your keys, right?
like people that
First of all, leave them at home.
Yeah.
Second of all, leave them in your hotel room.
Yeah, if you have to. Well, my favorite is when people put it in their check-on bags and it gets lost. If you're going to bring your keys, they're with you. They're with you. They're with you.
I usually do the same thing that you do. Like the only key I have is like my car is push start, so I just have a little fob.
Right.
Like push button start. Like I have that fob, but I leave everything else at home. And then once I get my rental car, I just leave my key fob in like the safe in the hotel room, so that I don't freaking lose it somewhere, and I'm screwed when I get back to the airport.
Because I bring my wallet. I leave my wallet at home. I bring my insurance. I bring my medical card, my license, and cash, and that's it. Everything else at home. I don't need my card for work. I just bring a nice money clip with money. That's all I do in a credit card.
Yeah, I usually switch. Have you ever seen those little wallets?
Yes.
Like there's just like a couple of slots for cards.
That's
and then
exactly what I have.
The money clip. It's not like a fold up. Yeah, that's what I bring on vacation.
To get through security, I use my passport. It's quicker. Here you go. That's what I use. My passport. But people just don't know how to. I mean, I was telling Carl, I have my travel bag. Underwear bag. Any old underwear, like I had some ripping the other day, I go, just throw it in the underwear bag. So when I travel, I throw away my.
You throw them away and then you don't bring them back.
Correct. So
I throw the toothbrush away. Everything that I bring.
Correct. And then if you want to buy something on the way back, but
right.
But no, dude.
Hey,
go ahead.
You have to ask your buddy Carl why his brother Dinger hasn't been making any more videos on vacation. Did he?
Well, his
feelings hurt because people were asking him why he was making Sarasota gym videos on vacation.
Well, I think he got smart. Probably his wife probably said no. I could call Carl. Want me to call Carl?
Yeah, I got a few more minutes. Let's call Carl.
Okay.
Coming for you, Carl.
Let's see here now. Okay, here we go. Add call. We're gonna call Carl. Here we go. Bum, ba, 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 dun, 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 recent. Carl. Here we go. We're going to call Carl. Let's see if he's available. Fear-mongering radio here. Coming for you, bro.
What up?
Carl, hang on a second. Here we got Santa Claus on the phone call with Casey Gritz. He's out of witness protection program.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm at the group home, but it's my turn to use the phone, so.
I thought you ran out to the only payphone in town.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen a payphone in so long. So Cowpote was saying that you guys were talking about you don't know what I look like. You don't have a face to go with, to picture me when you talk about me. But I told him if you just imagine you, but like 20 or 25 years younger and handsome. That's what I look like.
Oh, I didn't know you were that ugly.
That's why I said handsome, Carl.
Yeah. Yeah, because there used to be a guy that was way too busy, and I think the picture was of a black guy.
No, that was a picture of a guy with his face painted gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In my phone, it's just a little itty bitty circle, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, I'm a Caucasian man.
But I loved Way Too Busy.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's Way Too Busy listening to me for?
He wants to know.
If you knew why your friend Dinger has quit making videos, did he get upset because people were asking him why he was making gym videos on vacation with his family?
I think he's on vacation. Maybe his wife told him to cut it out.
Yeah. Well, good, because seriously, that video of him at that business center making in his pajama pants.
Yeah,
that's a little bit too much, right? Like, I think the hater community could have been okay without that one.
It's okay for him to take a break.
Yeah, well, look at your son, New York Daniel, on a cruise. Look at him. He can't stay. He's pumping them out more than your big brother, Sarasota Timmy. He's pumping them out 3 or 4 a day now, telling us all about it. Because someone said in that one, these videos are boring. Just give us a one-time update on the cruise.
Yeah, they are all boring.
Yeah, they're just.
Then he has to take his poor girlfriend because you guys keep making fun of him about going by himself.
And someone typed in there, I owe his girlfriend an apology for making him come along. Someone goes, you because that one when I said he was getting a brawl. Remember the one I did get in a brawl? You know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how much his drink package costs, but if you're in the same cabin, you both have to have a drink package. So it's probably costing him some money.
Correct.
No, they only have one. That's why he went by himself to get her that coffee in that video he made. He's cheap. You know they only have one.
Then he's.
They go one at a time with that thing.
But I thought they said if you had a cabin together, you both had to have one.
Well, no, Royal Caribbean changed that. They did change that. Royal Caribbean did. I don't know. I don't think they did.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been on a cruise, and I would never go on that Walmart of the Seas.
Hell no. Like I said,
Because I think the drink package goes by your room key, and so they can't really tell who's getting drinks.
True. Because
I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass because I have no idea.
I like the Pop Pass, which is like $60, and they give you a thing. Because when I'm at the table, every time, if you don't have the Pop Pass, every time you get a pop, they throw a gratuity on it. So let's say you're drinking 3 or 4, and plus it's easy to get that nice little glass that you can keep. I have about 5 of them in my house, one in my truck. It's nice to have at work. You know, they're nice little drink things. But
yeah, before they did that, I was on a Disney cruise, and you could only get one for kids.
Oh, really?
And so we got one for our kids, but then we were at the adults-only beach on the private island, and the dude's like, "That's for children." I'm like, dude, I just want a soda. It costs like 2 cents.
Right. He got all mad, huh? Got all bitter, huh? Santa Claus trying to take advantage.
Yeah, I was stealing.
So, people, I love the responses down below on my New York Dan. You're quite a storyteller.
I saw that one.
Yeah, it's sitting in the car making up stories about New York Daniel on his cruise, getting in brawls. Could you imagine him getting in brawls with a woman, a big woman, thick and rich, getting?
I bet he has never been in a brawl in his life with a man or a woman. I can't imagine him getting in an argument with anybody. Could you? He'd be like, "Hey,
let's just chill out and talk about it,
dude." And that guy'd be like, "Whoa, I can't beat up a slow guy."
Well, it's baby. Hey, baby. You know, it's like I said, me being at his table. Hey, baby. You know, I'm a YouTuber and I'm a stockbroker. You know, and this is actually my sister pretending to be my girlfriend. You know. And I just.
Oh, you guys! When you guys were talking about him 2 days ago, you and Mark and Carl, you almost went there, but you didn't want to say it. You were talking about him having to have a nut and stuff. Allegedly, I think New York Dan lives with his mom. Allegedly.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense how he survives without working.
You just see that one basement room. You never see the rest of the house. I think and when you saw that garage had 60 years worth of crap piled in it.
Mm-hmm.
So or he's living with grandma and grandpa
or grandma's old house or something.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Did you see that?
Because if he's day trading, he can't spend that money. He's got to have it to trade with.
Correct.
But the way he talks too, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a day trader, but he's talking about buying Carnival stock and stuff like that. Day traders aren't buying Carnival.
No.
Yeah. Well, I looked into it as doing it as a job, and then when I found out you have to be right there. You can't go walk the dog or something.
No.
Something could happen.
No, you watch you do swings that are minutes, and you can't be a day trader. If you want to start being a day trader, so you're still going to work your full-time job, but you're going to take a week off and try it or whatever. If you don't have $5,000 or $10,000, forget about it.
Right. Well,
You can't make money day trading with $500.
It's just like going on the poker circuit, playing poker. You have to make money. You have to play not 2-4. You got to play the big game to make money on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not playing 1-3.
Right. 2-4, which I played. 2-4. I've gotten lucky on blackjack playing $10. I went up to $50 and made through $300. That's happened a few times. I broke 1,000 on a cruise one day. That's totally luck. But if I want to make $5,000, I'm going to have to play $100 hands, and I'm going to have to put it out. You have to buy in with $2,000 to get to $10,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a guy named Mushi that used to do DoorDash videos.
Yep.
And then he stopped and he went to day trading, but now he's having a baby with his girlfriend. And she's like, dude, you can't be doing this. You got to get a real job. Because that money's so hit and miss.
Correct. Well,
there's weeks when if you're a day trader, there's probably like more than weeks, really. There's probably months where if you start, where you break even that month, that's a win for you.
Well, it's just like flipping.
Right now, the market is volatile because of the hunch.
Correct, the hunch, John J.
Yeah.
It's just like with flipping houses. It sounds so easy, but you be able to have the money to fix the house up and hang on to it until you sell it. You know what I'm saying? They make it sound.
You have to be able to fix it yourself.
Yeah, or you have, let's say, one of you two are my repair guy. I call up Casey Grits. I call up you, Carl, and say, hey, you guys, I need you to fix the house for me. Why? And we need to get it done in a month. And it's just make it sound like it's so easy. Okay, you're gonna have to find people that can come in and fix it now.
Yeah.
It's just like making money, but you have to have the money to make the money. It isn't like winning the Powerball. But it's good to see you.
Oh, when's the last time you made a video?
It's been a while. I got sick. I think I got the new COVID.
Oh, no.
Really?
The brand new COVID. I'm still getting over it.
I told him, I said, he's a master spreader. He was out at the bowling alley playing bowling with a bunch of people.
You don't sign anything.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I wake up about every 2 hours coughing out a lung.
That's not good.
Carl, you getting yelled at just now?
Oh, she's yelling on the phone to somebody else, so I'm trying to get a closed mic in. before I get thrown off the phone call.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had it. The last time I had it, I felt like terrible, man.
I had it 2 years ago when we were in Myrtle Beach for like about 2 days, Myrtle. And I lost my taste for like about 2 days. Just I was a very small version of it, and
that's it. 2 days was. First day was like fuck, I'm getting a cold, and then 2 days, and then today I'm on the other side. I'm not great, but I'm doing better.
I think I was 2023, and it was horrible.
Did Casey Grits? Did you hear that your uncle BlindViews is going on vacation? He did a video. He's going to go on vacation. He's going to leave the house
and stay at a hotel, maybe a motel.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it, but good for him because there's no reason he can't travel.
Well, he blamed Obama. Remember, he blamed Obama. Remember, that was Obama's fault.
I know.
Remember that.
That's why there's no reason why he can't travel. He should.
He blames they can't go that far because only she can drive. She can't drive, and then he drive, and whatever.
But he did do
Have you ever heard of an airplane?
He did do a shout out to Old Man Nation about my biggest hater about not leaving. So he listens to Mark more than he listens to me. You know what I'm saying?
You're still make all the decisions.
Someone.
Paul, I can hear her louder than you.
Yeah, she's yelling.
All right, let me go in the bedroom and close the door.
She's yelling. She's yelling. She's angry.
You're in big trouble, mister.
Oh, that's my son and his woman. My son, he married a lady that has three. None of the children are his.
Oh,
There's
Jesus!
3 kids, and there's 3 different dads for each kid.
So he gets to be a baby daddy 3 times over, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, I was like, dude, I don't know how you can make the situation any worse.
Oh my God! That's.
But
that's
I will say this. I'm like,
your son is a good guy.
Yeah.
For some people, that would be a non-starter, and that's not fair to the woman, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all little too when you met her. I mean, they're all like under 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, good for him.
So
I mean, bad for him, but good for him as a person.
He's thinking it. He always wanted to be a family guy.
Have you?
There you go.
Have you watched my woman crush? I called her Miss Piggy, but I'm going to call her Chubbles. Have you seen MzVicky lately? And she called me out by name.
You gotta come up with a better name, like
I don't think you should call her Miss Piggy.
How about Chubbles?
Especially if you're in love with her. That's not a very.
I'll call her Chubbles, then. I'll call her Chubbles. How's that? So Miss Chubbles.
No, that's not good either.
I think that's worse or as bad.
Well, what should I call her? Miss
Voluptuous would be better.
Which one?
Voluptuous.
The what?
Morning's good. Morning.
Miss Morning. Okay, Miss Morning. That's fine. But
Yes, she's gotta get back.
You should call her Voluptuous Vicky. That's what Carl would say.
Voluptuous Vicky. That's cool. Voluptuous Piggy. That's fine. Miss Voluptuous Vicky.
Yeah, because that's more of a compliment.
Yeah, she's voluptuous.
Yeah, I don't.
She'd be fun to take on a cruise.
Man.
She'd be fun to take on a cruise. She'd be fun.
Can you guys hear my Zarcadias out here?
No.
No, but they're pretty loud.
Good. Yeah.
I was out next to the river, and they were so loud. I was going to do a video. I'm at Dinger's house because they were so loud.
Dinger's the butt of the jokes today. Dinger is the butt of jokes today.
He did get a close mic.
Yeah. If the E,
I got to bring trash cans in.
But the E4
they're beating you up. They want the phone back.
But the E4 Mafia guy was epic. I watched the video on behalf, and that was reaching out the guy on Facebook. That was.
Hey, I think Casey's going. We'll see you later, Casey. I think he might have left.
Let me see. Did he leave?
Have a good one, dude.
He was bringing the garbage cans in. He said so.
Oh, I thought he left.
No. He said he'd bring the garbage.
I don't know. I can't tell. You're the one with the phone lines.
Yeah, so I don't know. Who knows? But
we'll see.
Yeah, but we watched the E4. I watched E4 Mafia. We were talking before you came on with him. It was pretty funny how he was pissing and moaning about that behavior. He reached out to the guy on Facebook.
The one where they said there's 310 turns.
Yes, I just like, come on, man. That was epic as hell. That was funny.
I do think you'd know if you did it exactly how many turns there are.
Right, but who really cares?
Because I have heard that before. And then he's like way off. He's saying like 100.
Where was this at? Where was this supposed to be at?
It wasn't even close.
Where was it at? Where was this supposed to be at this moment? Where was this place supposed to be at? Where were you at?
It's between Kentucky and Tennessee. I've never been there.
And it's some area
there's a town on the Kentucky or Tennessee side. I don't know which.
Okay.
Where you can start out with, and the road doesn't have any off-road, so you're not having anybody come out of a private drive or something.
So you can just cruise.
Yeah, but you do have people that can be oncoming.
Okay. I'm just listening to that video after I talked to you. I'm just like, how obsessive is that to call somebody? I mean, should I call Marky Mark?
Yeah, call Marky Mark.
Okay, let's do it. We call Marky Mark. Let's see.
I noticed he's got a video. I haven't watched it yet. It's about poking the BlindViews.
Yeah, he mentioned me that he's watching our stuff, which he's doing. Here we go. I'm going to call him right now. Here we go. Let's call his young ass.
Hello?
Yo, hang on a second. I'm going to merge you in. Here we go. Mark.
I'm the one that ever really says
Here we
that.
go. We're in the building. Mark, you're here with Santa Claus. Welcome to the show. Some epic videos today. The one with the AI was epic. The welder. That was pretty funny.
Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe like your organization was going to look into that, because I know you warned us about the AI infiltration.
Yep.
And the spooky cabin.
Then the one they did on the BlindViews.
I didn't get it in a photo. I'm like, maybe I'll come back that way, and I didn't go back that way. I should have gone back and got it. But it's a Trump flag. It's completely sun bleached, but it says, when I die, don't let me vote for a Democrat after my death.
You know, I've seen a lot of those. I've seen a lot of those bleach flags around here, especially if I go up a little bit more to the north. You know, so. But I don't know, Carl. You're back with us again, huh? You've been MIA for like 2 or 3 days now, and I was getting a little worried. Maybe, like I said, maybe the Gestapo picked you up or something.
No, I think I got the new and improved COVID.
Oh, did you really?
Well, because I got something where one day I could tell I was getting sick, and then the next 2 days I was totally sick. And then today I'm getting better.
I love how the Gestapo picked you up. That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's the COVID or not. I'm not going to go get tested, but
that's funny. The Gestapo will pick you up. That's hilarious. That's.
Well, you know, he is in Illinois, you know, and it's the blue state, so. You know, they're over there. They're going crazy in Washington, D.C. right now. So.
Yeah.
I know my talking points to be able to fake it either way. If I get caught behind enemy lines, I know how to talk my way out of it.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't know. Those Proud Boys, they're triggered. They're just looking for anybody. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, all those fat. I'm not going to cuss on here, but those fat guys. They're Proud Boys and all kinds of other militia. Well, anything, I could go down right now and I could get on with them and get my $50,000, you know, sign-in bonus, and then go out there and act like a complete asshole, you know.
Well, I'm just a working man in my hands on stuff, so they leave me alone. And I'm bringing them all their bomb parts that they're ordering on Amazon.
Ooh, watch out what you say on here, you know.
I'm bringing them all their necessary materials from Amazon.
Did you see? Did you see
all the different components for it? The trigger device and everything like that.
Did you see your uncle, BlindViews, is going to travel? And he kind of took a shot at you or me about now.
Oh, my God. This morning he put that one out. Could you tell? He's been watching.
Are you the number one fan?
Yeah, he's triggered. He's triggered by it. He has nothing. It was funny.
For some reason, you know, because I got on him about, you know, not going out and doing this, and I said about his brown lawn and his Section 8 house and all this stuff, because he did say it. He said, oh, my lawn, it's all brown now, you know, and then he comes up and says, oh, yeah, I mowed the lawn, and it's like, dude, you're watching us. I know you are, and you must have watched this morning and got triggered.
Yeah.
He woke up, you know.
Yeah, but he does.
Well, then he took a picture of that lawn. It looked pretty green to me.
He listens to us because he can't help himself because we trigger him. So when he goes on his little rant, when you say things in the audios and he repeats it, because you usually come on later in the show. I do my intro and then I bring you guys on in, you know, when if I decide to. So you're coming on later, Mark. And he's listening so he's listening all the way through. Because I've done it before with the Hagee family, with Jeff Hagee. I would say something at the end. I call it a trigger. And then they'd repeat it because they listened to the end. You know what I'm saying? I'd do that. I'd say certain things in my podcast, and at the end I'd say something to see if they'd listen. So when they would say it, that means they listened to what I had to say. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and then he talked about the things he had to do, and one of them was take a grandkid to school. Yeah. Well, he can't do that on his own.
Yeah. But
did you see where he drive him and the grandkid there?
Did you see where he said, my wife and I went to the shooting range and we did this and that? Like, what? You go to the shooting range? How? So he's given me so many ideas in this last video he just did, the morning trigger video. You know, he's trying to. I'm going to say it's just like how Trump goes after people and Gavin Newsom's pulling the same shit on him. I'm starting to do that to him, and I'm calling them BlindViews 1.0 now because there's gonna be a BlindViews 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've already got something planned for that. But,
And then he went to a diner and was complaining about a $30 breakfast. That's only $15 a piece.
I know.
I mean, I know. It's just like, are you kidding me? And it's like, and so I look at the comments in there, and they're all his old people, and they're all his buddies. Oh yeah, I don't go out and eat no more. They're all agreeing with him, on that. And it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're gonna go to the state fair tomorrow. I'm bringing $500 in cash. Guess what? I'm gonna probably spend the whole money on the fair. And we go out to dinner. We go to Chinese. It can be depending. $25-$30. If it's 25, I give $6-7. That's you go out, you get what you pay for. We love our Chinese. We go to scoreboard down the. She usually goes, you have it, and I go, yeah, and it's a $10 bill. You go out to eat. That's part of eating out. Is you go out to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You go out and have someone do your stuff for you. Okay. We're having shrimp on the deck tonight, okay? It's going to be in the oven. It'll be fine. I get it, but it's nice to sit at the table, have a good waitress, and you tip well as much as I overtip. That's my business. But to bitch about a breakfast at $30, so what, man? They
could have gone to McDonald's. There's going to be McDonald's everywhere.
Oh yeah, they could have gone
if you wanted to be cheaper.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't blame it on Obama, because I think me bitching about him because I've complained that he made no sense about not traveling because of Obama. I think that's gotten to him, because I've been telling it makes no sense that he bitched about Obama. Remember, he's blamed Obama on not traveling. So now all of a sudden he's going to travel.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to get. Well, he said in one video, he says here recently, he says, I don't want to get political, but during Obama, blah blah blah. And it's like, it's a little late now to be blaming anybody, because they said fruits and vegetables have gone up 30 to 40% right now. The inflation rate has already gone up to 3.9 or whatever. So things are starting to climb because the tariffs are starting to get. Walmart is finally coming in.
Yeah, and just why do you think? And a lot of the immigrants that pick your fruits and stuff, and the stuff that comes from Mexico, that stuff costs money. And immigrants that pick that stuff, they can't find anybody.
Right.
So he just it's funny to hear him say he's going to travel after I've been harping on it, to sit there and blame Obama. From how long has Obama been out of office? I don't know, what 12 years?
Isn't it kind of weird that he says, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go travel"? He's probably gonna go for an overnighter down to North Carolina or some bullshit, or they're gonna go to Virginia again or something like.
A safe spot to go. A safe spot to go to, and he'll stay at a motel, not a hotel. Whatever.
Right.
He's funny to trigger because he listens to what we say. Since I came on the scene, I called him Ace Frehley, which is that's not Ace Frehley is a dirtball. He's now looks like Robert Plant. He literally cleaned himself up after I called him out for what he was. Rode hard, put away wet. Rode hard, put away wet. BlindViews, He's listened to what I've said, because he's still a wannabe biker. That's why he's jealous of Tater. Because Tater
he's not going to sleep in that truck.
No.
Oh no, he's not. Well, they're too tall anyways. They're too big for that. But I went back the other day. I went back 1 year ago. He had a live chat just for his members. And this is when his hair was different. He used to have real short hair, and he just had like a mohawk in it.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Funny looking.
Yeah.
But anyways, he talks about his son. Yeah, we went to the airport. Our son, he packed everything up because he's lived at home all this time, his son. And I guess he had a lot of gaming stuff and everything. He said, I got his gaming chair right here. And he says, yeah, he's going to New Zealand because he's going to go live over there now with the girlfriend. And he's been over there a few times, and she's been over here. And so anyways, he's packed all his stuff up, and we took him to the airport. And my daughter, she works at the airport. She must work at TSA. This is a year ago, of course.
Right.
But he talks about how he's looking out down on the dude can see.
Yeah.
The guy can see.
Yeah, he can.
See far too. Okay? He just gives himself away in his videos, just every time, just like he did today, he gave himself away.
Yeah, he can see.
He just doesn't have peripheral.
He could. It's just like he's doing his live stream. He reads the chat room. He was reading about you, then he got triggered. He can read the chat room. He reads it. He reads it.
Can see if he's going up to a shooting range and let's see if they think they're gonna throw a freaking beeping ball at him or something, like a dog or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
he can read.
Did he take his blind king with him when they were shooting?
I guarantee you, he took it to Costco. I guarantee you, he took it to Costco.
My favorite was when we had Casey Grits on for a while. He had to go, but when Casey Grits pointed out he's wearing his cane when he's in public. That's funny how he's wearing the cane.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
he's wearing the cane when he was doing that video and he got kicked out of the mall. That was pretty funny. And he got mad at the song I did about BlindViews getting kicked out of the mall. Yeah, you type something in for music because he made me play music about him.
Right. His video this morning. Did you see how he was talking weird in there? Like he's trying to be like some kind of disc jockey, or how he kind of like rolls it out there, like whoa. I mean, it was just weirder than more times, It's just like, I don't know. It's just the way he gets on and starts talking, and
he tries to be.
Like,
he's trying to be nice. He's trying to. It doesn't fit him because he's an a-hole. The guy's not.
Well, kind of like he's trying to be. Trying to be like one of the old time radio disc jockeys, how they talk or something.
It's kind of like Johnny. It's kind of like Johnny J. Utah. You guys, hey, it's BlindViews today.
Exactly.
Hey, it's BlindViews. We went to Costco and I picked up Mark along the way and we hung out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we went out to breakfast in the morning with Carl. It was $15 each. Unbelievable. I know you're right. Absolutely. He was doing the Johnny J. Utah like he was like you're absolutely right. He was doing the Johnny J. Like he's trying to clean up his act because he's a jerk. He comes off as a very unhappy person.
Well, just like Carl, got under him about his attire, his man beater shirts, and he's kind of, cleaned it up sometime.
Yeah, he has, because I ripped on him because
now you don't see the shoulders; they're like 3 inches thick instead of 1 inch thick.
Yeah, because I ripped on him because he was Roadhog put away wet, and he heard that, and people were making fun of him, and he's not used to that. Hey. 3 people that are visual that you can see in a video talking about him, he usually has people come in and say stuff, or they, like you said, they run off whenever he runs people off.
Even in his comments, he'd have a few people that say it wasn't a good look,
right?
And they weren't trying to be mean to him,
right?
Really. That Caravan Carolyn's back. She made a comment this morning already, so I thought, is she going to be back now? She's been gone for a while. I don't know what's
his Carol.
His sex in the pool.
That was. I saw that video. I'm like, what are you doing, woman? Why do we care? I mean, I saw.
Oh gosh.
Could you imagine going on vacation with her she's just a very unhappy woman.
You know why she probably hasn't been there on the Thursday live chats is because it's time to go down. They got a American Legion resort bar over there close by to them, and I think that's where they always go to go have drinks in the afternoon. So she's probably sloshed by then.
Right.
Well, someone's there because you'll see Cowpote's name in the comments, and then in a couple seconds later, it'll be gone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, he probably tells the Gestapo, "You better not have Cowpote in there," because I'm his nemesis. I'm the one that talks about on a regular basis and gives him shit and made fun of the way he looks. I'm not saying I'm good looking either, but he's just this wannabe biker, wannabe rocker playing his guitar. No one cares about your guitar. No one cares. They want to hear you piss and moan. And in the one today, he kind of clickbaited on the one today with the thumbnail. He clickbaited on it. It was like mainly about him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's good at Go ahead.
I was going to ask you about, so you've been coming down on New York Dan pretty good. I kind of skimmed through some of his videos because he's putting out a lot of videos. He's really enthralled about these rolling waves out there.
Yes.
And then you go down to his cabin and he's like, almost level with the seawater.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at his window, I'm going, oh my God.
Well, like I said,
I'd be like, oh shit, are we going to go down with the ship or what?
yeah, that's it. See, okay, I'm just giving shit. I like Danny.
I know what you do. I know.
Me just give him shit. He'd be fun to meet. He seems like a good shit. I just like to make fun because he's a dimwit, and he's just this easy guy to make fun of, like I am too as well. But it's just, we go on cruises. Sue Ellen would never be an inside cabin unless it was scot-free and everything on the cruise would be paid for. She's shaking her head right now, not a chance. But like I told Carl, he has probably an inside cabin, but he has a cabin with just a window, down below, and he's going to the casino to pay for his cruise. Well, he's not paying. He's paying for the cruise by losing money on the cruise ship.
Right.
It's just like
because he's only like one floor above the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, golly, man, that kind of would freak me out.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care. It's all about,
I thought they were supposed to have 50-foot waves hitting the shoreline.
I like that.
These don't look like 50-foot waves.
Because someone made a comment on my video that said you have to apologize to his girlfriend because he took her on the cruise because we gave him crap by he was going on a cruise alone.
And I don't know if this is her first cruise, but I've never seen her on a cruise video before. But I'm thinking, oh hell! Of course, he probably didn't know about this, when he made the reservations. But it's like, yeah, that would, because he said that she's got kind of like hectic motion sickness and stuff.
Yeah. So
I've never seen her really smile too much, but. Oh, wow.
Well, she's being forced to come along. He's probably paying for it, and she's just along for it because we make fun of him going on vacation. Carl has. So
exactly, you made fun of him not for going alone.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be crazy if they did book it on one of the gay cruises? They were both on there, and he didn't know about it. They were like, "Oh shit."
No, it just shows that he listens to people and he cares. People think, hey, I get it. It's people make fun of my views. Go ahead, I get it. Like I said, I just got $112 from YouTube today. I didn't realize last month I got $100. I have so many emails I got to shuffle through because of business, and I just saw today that they gave me $112, and that's great. Over on the other channel, that's a small pittance. I mean, that's no big deal. Okay, I don't care.
Well, that's what's so fun about it because we don't care, and the hater comments are more fun than the good ones.
Well, it's the Polish funnies. It's just like I talked.
Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say squirrel bait. I had banned her on her real name, but she made a second one, and she comes on and talks on mine and talks shit about you on my in my comments.
On me?
And she goes, yeah, she's done that numerous times. She gets on my videos, and in the comments she will. And
she was all over you last time you were there.
So she's like I said, she is right up there with him. She'd be comparable to who would I say? They're triggered so easy.
Yep.
It's just like having you've got how the political scene is right now, and Dems go after them and they get all triggered. It's funny because they're such thin skin, they don't see what's going on.
Right.
They're just throwing it back in their face,
Correct. Well, she wanted to know if it was really her, but she wanted to know what the Gestapo meant, the brown shirts. You know what the brown shirts are. You know what it is.
Did you take a shower?
They know what the brown shirts is. They know what that is.
Yeah.
Did you take a shower?
Is Mom calling you?
What?
I don't know. She wants me to take a shower.
Oh, tell her, it's
in my bed.
It's gonna be a few more minutes. It's not like it's time to go to bed yet.
Tell her you're not going to shower in the shower at Penn State. Tell her you're not going to shower in the shower at Penn State. You're not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happened in the shower my whole life. The whole time this place has been here. Who knows?
Oh my God!
I represented a dude that. He was convicted of something. He's getting convicted of something else, but one of his past crimes, he had an old lady, and he handcuffed her to the water spigot.
Nice.
And he poured gasoline all over her, and he was starting to light her on fire with the match.
Oh my God!
And of course he never told me that. And I'm like, That would have been a good thing because there wasn't a police report because the lady just wanted to be done with it.
Right.
And I'm like, that would have been a good thing to know ahead of time.
Exactly. Then get sprung on you later on. It's like, thanks, appreciate it.
Because I'm now that this, and she's like a 68-year-old lady up there talking about how this happened to her. And,
Right.
And I mean, you just want to disappear.
Because the last time I was in court for my speeding thing, I was listening to Public No Defender, and he'd always tell somebody, "Is there anything else I should know before I go up there?" And the guy goes, "No." He gets up there, and all of a sudden, they bring out something he did about 6 months ago, and the guy's like, "Oh God," because he didn't tell him. You know what I'm saying? It was just so funny because that's what he'd say. Is there anything I should be told before I get up here and to defend you? Before they get up there, and all of a sudden,
yeah, because I'm like, dude, if I would have known all this stuff, we would have never gone to trial.
Exactly.
You would have had to taken a plea.
Yeah, but
Jesus, you know what? That's got to be scary because, that's not good.
But
and lady, I'm like, sorry this happened to you. That must have just been awful, And here I am being the guy's advocate, And,
So when I made that video at the house, I was going to just put out to where it just ended. It was going to be continued. But then I thought, no, because it looked too dark and I'd probably get some shit. They think I want him dead or something like that. So I did the next one. And then after that, I thought, well, I better come out and say it was just AI or something like that. Because Cowboy, said anything that comes out now would just be AI. Which I'm trying to just play into the whole thing to make it look more reasonable.
Well, maybe he is dead.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe he is dead. I don't know.
We don't know.
The longer it goes on, the more we're like, oh, maybe he is.
Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know. How did he eliminate the guy with the apron and the hood on? I don't know
if it comes out that he did, Dan's going to change his video and say, I knew it all along.
He will, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it from the beginning.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. Good old Daniel. He's just the dimwit is the best, man. He is the best, man. He's like someone made a comment on the one about fighting and he was a spent condom or something. You're a great storyteller. Well, that's what it's all about, man. You got to tell a story, man. You got to tell the truth. It's not a lie, just as long as you believe the truth. Is he brawling on the cruise ship? Is he getting in fights? I don't know, man. And I had some.
I was wondering. I was starting to get. I thought, wow, this is kind of a good story. How it's going and everything, and it's like. Wow,
when he's
not drunk. He's probably a lightweight. I
Sarasota Tim's telling all these stories, and I'm like, you'd have to be 105 to fit this all in.
Oh God, man, he was on a roll. And you know what?
I'm like, this all can't be true because there's not enough time to do everything that you're talking about.
Miss Voluptuous Vicky. Miss Vicky, she went off on that thing for a while. Listen a little bit of her. She had her notes in her car, and she was bitching about the storyline too as well. It's like, but the E4 Mafia guy was epic. He contacted the guy on Facebook. That was my favorite one. That was funny. He asking the guy questions on Facebook. Like I was telling Casey Grizz, could you imagine being that guy on Facebook and some weirdo asked you that question about a YouTuber? It's just the strangest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I've never reached out to strangers on YouTube. I have people I work with occasionally will say something. My people I work with, my sister will send me something or whatever in a message or something, and blah blah blah. Like she's having hip surgery on the 25th, and I spoke to her. Like I told, what's his name? I told Carl, and I talked about the beginning. Some lady showed up at my house yesterday, and I went to talk to her. I had no idea who the hell she was. We spoke about my family, and I walked upstairs after 20 minutes of talking because I had to kick her out because I had dinner to make, right? Burgers. And Sue Ellen goes, who was that? And I said, I have no idea. Because she was some family member. I found she's my second cousin, so I called my sister to ask her who she was. I had no idea who she was because I recognized the facial, but I talked about my mom's charity foundation and everything else in my family. We talked about everything else. A good 20 minutes, and I go, I got to get going. I got dinner. And she says, well, I got to get home and watch Wheel of Fortune. A 78-year-old woman saying that to me. So I got to get home anyways. I go, thanks for coming by the house. Because she knew where my dad's house was, 2 houses down. But
you gotta understand, the elderly people like me, they'll keep you forever. They just want to talk all the time.
correct. Well, a lot of my doctor, I went and saw her, and she goes, people come to me like monthly just for social time. They'll make an appointment because they want to sit with you and talk. That's what they do. That's their social time. My sister-in-law, her mom and dad both passed away. They were Jewish and they were nice people. And my brother, her brother, who was married, goes, they would go to the doctor every other month so they could talk. They would that was their social hour, to go to the doctors and sit in their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. They love the bullshit. So yeah, that's right. It's just funny.
I'm good with my doctor. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You need anything? No. You need prescriptions? No, they just take care of it at the desk. I'm all good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the lady yesterday was classic. She was mentioning stuff about my mother and everything else, my father and my sister who died, my brother, and my sister lives in Minneapolis, and my brother, the bitch, driving, and we went through this whole neighborhood, and so I understood her talking about Aunt Bertha, who lived down
She's going to invite you over for pie, and then she's going to...
Well, I told my wife, I said, it would have been in the afternoon on a Saturday, I would have had her come upstairs, sit down and say, would you like a drink or something? But when all of a sudden she's sitting with the dogs and she wants a burger and corn on the cob, okay? She's getting ready. She wants to eat, okay? And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, you're a second cousin, I guess. I found out later today from my sister. It's like, she looked familiar, but it was just strange to talk to this woman and not know who in the hell she is. Because my mother's side of the house, she never really said much about her family. My dad had a bigger family. I think it was this lady is my grandpa's brother's somebody, his sister or some whatever, a daughter or something. So it's my second cousin on my dad's side or something. She's been at a few of the funerals. I think she was at my mom's funeral and she was at my brother's funeral. So whatever. But it was just strange to talk to her. When I walk upstairs, I said, who was that? And I said, I have no idea. I have no.
One of those things with Sarasota, Timmy sells those coupon books at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure when it came out, but those Ring doorbells.
Yes.
You never get past those suckers.
No.
They're like, oh, I'm busy. Go away. I'm not coming out. Because they can talk to you from wherever they are on their phone.
Well, my favorite one was a couple on TikTok. Some really bad neighbor was knocking the door. Let me in. Come on, what do you want? Those are my favorite. They put up the people knocking on the window. Some of the neighbor being a biatch, and those are my favorite. Next to ones being the construction ones being you talked about.
That's why nobody sells door to door anymore, because you don't make any money. Nobody answers their door.
Correct.
Yeah, because technology is not all that bad. Because I can remember being a kid and my mom, you'd hear this knock on the door and she says, don't answer. It's a door-to-door salesman. And so we went and he'd just go away, because if you get them, they're going to keep you right there. But technology is great, because like I said, there's Ring cameras now. And there used to be, when answering machines came into play, or call waiting and all, you could look right down on the screen and say, oh yeah, it's, you don't want to answer that. Just got to go to voicemail or something, And
yeah,
so
I was in my second year of law school when they were coming out with caller ID, and I'm like, this is going to be the best shit ever, to know who's calling you. Yeah. That's why I remember that, because I'm like, I'm getting that feature day one. It's available. I don't care what it costs. I want it.
Right.
Yeah. That's just, but the squirrel bait, she would be an ideal one to go after, but she's not really, out there, like real damage. She
said she's shown her face.
Hey, real quick, MzVicky replied, I care, and it's my video. I'll top it what I want. There's a million others you can go pick on besides me. Go pick on them. Have a nice day.
Voluptuous Vicky, don't forget.
Yeah, Voluptuous Vicky. So she made a response back. I said, get to your point. Let's quit. We don't care about your parking, because she was going on and on about her parking before she got to it.
No more Miss Piggy or Fatty or Gooby or whatever. None of that.
Someone's calling me a dirty deleter on these things. I'm not dirty deleting anybody,
No, you don't have to delete what you've already said. It's just from here on forwards.
Right. New York.
She can be a little of an innocent one that it's just like, you don't have to fall for everything that Sarasota Tim tells you. You got to nit and pick out of it, because Sarasota Tim's just a big bullshitter is what he is.
Oh, yeah, well, that's fine.
So don't try to, go in there and say, oh, yeah, about this or that.
Yeah,
and MzVicky would be fun to go hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I really do think so. I mean, hey, I wouldn't have no problem.
No, she'd be good. It's just get to your point. Just get to your point, because she's about the weather. Morning, and then it's like it's cloudy outside, and I'm like, Say,
hey, MzVicky, come on down to Myrtle Beach or something. That's one of your favorite places,
Yeah.
I've already got a room for you down there.
I've been to Myrtle Beach. Myrtle. I was kind of, we went during bike week. It was okay. It was just, it was over a lot of crime went down. We had fun for a week. I'd go to Myrtle Beach before I go back to what's that was that we were in, where in the hell were we? We were last year, we were in Maryland. We were down there at Ocean Beach, Ocean City. Okay. I mean, I didn't mind. I like Virginia Beach is my favorite place because it's really nice. You got the Wisconsin. You've got there's more stuff to do in Virginia Beach than Myrtle Beach, because Myrtle Beach is just it's like a big party area.
Injury.
Oh,
Right.
You have to go get it before he swallows it.
okay.
You better tell
I'm getting henpecked
Grandma's
again.
pocketbook that she needs to settle down while you're on the talk to you, unless she wants to come in. I would love to have her on the fuse.
Yeah, Grandma's pocketbook's my side piece.
I can tell, and she needs to come on here if she wants to. And I think she would have a lot of good insight, since she's a lawyer too, right, or something like that.
Yeah, we're both retired though, and we're not paying the $350 a year to be a retired lawyer and not practice law. That's bullshit.
So let me guess. She would expect to get paid if she comes on this talk show.
Exactly.
Because that's how a lawyer is. I mean, I don't know what
she doesn't want to.
Okay. All right. Well,
she's one of those people where, like, they interview people about gas prices at the gas station. She's like, no, I don't want to be on TV.
Well, I had one time I was in my uniform. The guy walked over me. I said, no, I'm not going to be on, because I said, I'm totally uniformed. I'm not going to do it. I said, if I wasn't, fine, but I'm not going to be there with my company stuff on talking. Just move on. This was a while ago. I go, no, I'm not talking to you. Not that I wouldn't if I had my spec shirt on, I would, but not when I'm working. Not when I'm working. It's not going to happen, because one of our guys did that one day, and he said something on something, and they got mad at the guy. They didn't fire the guy, but he said something stupid. It wasn't bad, but he just didn't. You're wearing the uniform, and if you say something that represents, they think the company. You don't do that when you're in uniform.
Right.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't. It's just
you're
dumb.
representing the company, and that's the way.
Because you're
I'd come up behind you and say, "Oh, I got that $200 in $1 bills. Let's get to the club."
But you just don't. It's like you don't yell at people when you're in your company truck. Some other guy was doing that. Some guy, and they fired it because he kept giving the bird to people when he was driving the company vehicle, and they fired his ass.
Oh my God!
The guy was making six-figure, and they finally had to fire it because he kept getting in. Like he would give people the bird, call people names. It's like, what are you doing, man? You're in a company vehicle. You take home back and forth. They wanted to give me a vehicle about 6 months ago. I'm like, no, I'm not taking vehicle back and forth. I'm not doing it. Not going to.
Yeah, and the old guys that don't want to wear their seatbelt, I'm like, it's not your choice.
Yeah, I know. I get a safety bonus. I think a Visa card every month, pretty much $100 if I'm top 10, which I always am. We have 450 vehicles, so I'm always in the top 10 because I wear my seatbelt. I don't speed. I get paid to go the speed limit. There's no reason me to speed. I'm getting paid to get to where I got to get without killing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, I got Amazon drivers always, and sometimes I get a person I've seen before, but it can be a mixed bag and everything. But man, I'm telling you, every Amazon driver I've got come up here are so nice. And all they want to do is just get the hell home. That's what and I'm usually the end guy on the route anyways.
Well, like I told Carl, I said, one thing about if you really work good and fast, they add more on, right, Carl? So the harder you work, the more they give you, right, Carl?
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
So the harder you work, the more they give you. So if you're this real fast driver, well, guess what? We're going to give you more. They give you more.
You're doing it. Don't make me get evil.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't want me to make her evil.
Uh-oh.
She wants me to take my,
You know what?
She wants me to take my shower.
She gonna get evil?
This is good, even though she's not on.
This is epic behavior for the live stream, the live podcast.
I know.
Santa Claus getting yelled at.
I'm getting bullied.
This is supposed to be a...
This is Mrs. Claus is bullying Santa Claus. Doesn't she know Christmas is right around the corner?
Oh,
I know. I've been vetoed. I gotta go. I gotta take my shower.
I totally understand. You tell Miss Claus.
What, are you going to bed now or what? I mean, it's only what, 5:30?
I don't know. Happy wife, whatever you want to call it.
Oh my God! You know, this is supposed to be a equal thing, going on.
We'll have plenty of more times to talk.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have to schedule a time for her to come on here because we need to have a talk about all this. This is getting a little ridiculous. I don't like to see Santa Claus getting picked on like that, and well, you know.
Poor Crash.
Crash. Yes, I just don't want to.
Mrs. Claus is like, we only got one day to get all this shit done. You got to get moving.
Mr. Claus says, I'm making more money right now, so don't give me any shit. That's what it is. No, I'm teasing. Hey, tell her I don't want to start no
World War III. We don't want to get his ass whipped tonight, and he goes.
No, we're all good. I know you're jagging.
Well, pretty soon, Casey Grits will have to have that room ready for him down there in Kansas City. So
I think I know what it is.
I told him.
She's upset that we're taking, her love of the life away from her, and we're talking to him. So we will relinquish it back to her, and she can be happy again. And hopefully everything that's nice tonight.
All right, I'll see you guys on. I'll be listening to BlindViews, so if you're still there, you can say hey. I'll say hey.
Okay.
I think I've been blocked, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm going to say hey
at
the half-hour mark to see if I can still say stuff. But that's all I'm going to say. Just let them know I'm there.
Yep. That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.
There he goes.
See you, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious. Getting evil on him. Anyways, Mark, anything else you want to say, Mark, before we head down? Anything else you want to say?
I would just say that, we're just going to let them pay close attention to BlindViews. I can see that he gets triggered.
Yeah, he does because he's been listening to what we say.
All of us, man.
Of course he does.
What the heck? Where'd that come from? It's like, okay, I went on there just to see, he'll post something up there. This is what he's going to talk about tonight. And he had a video up. So I'm thinking, okay, he's going to have one about Mikey because Mikey put one out yesterday. And so he gets on there and he starts talking all about himself. Me, what we did last couple of days because nobody wants to believe what we did, that I've got another life because we've been picking on him about it. Oh, yeah, we did this. And then he got triggered in there really bad and started coming up. If you don't like it, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't like it that we pick on him.
It was like, wow, dude. And it was just like, he's been listening. He finally sat down this morning. He found nothing else to look at on there. So now he's back in there again. We'll have to wait to see if they're just going to bash on.
Someone will trigger him. Someone will trigger him in the chat room. Somebody will. So
yeah, like I said, I think I've been blocked in there. I don't know.
The Gestapo, the brown shirts won't let that happen. But like I said, if I'm BlindViews, if I'm live streaming, and you come in, I'd say, "Welcome, Mark. How you doing?" And I would say, "Have at it. Let them talk." But when you're blocking people, you're blocking your views. Let Mark talk. Let him talk.
Right.
He just can't handle it. Anyways, Mark, I appreciate you coming on and laughing up with Carl. I appreciate it.
I'm glad Carl's okay. I was getting worried there for him.
Exactly. So you be good and have a good weekend. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Okay, bye.
I appreciate it. He's always fun to have on these guys. Come on. Carl getting his ass whipped. Anyways, you guys, we appreciate the military men of the armed forces. We always do. You guys out there, We've talked about the World War I was supposed to end all wars. We've talked before about that, right? Then we had World War II. They invaded December 1st, 1939. Hitler, behavior, they capitulated. The mighty Mo, the Japanese. We had plenty of wars forgotten. Vietnam, 52,000 plus. We have the convicted felon, adjudicated rapist up on the hill. Donald J. Trump, the hunch, the 47th, 45th selected and installed President of the United States of America. We always appreciate everybody out there. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant Coast Guard uniform, like I said, Vietnam and Afghanistan and Desert Storm. Appreciate balls of over OT's been wearing blue, got us working class. You got your choices in life. You don't like two men having sex. You can't want two women. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Not a very Christian thing to be doing. Safe sex, drill pill, cherry patch. Put a condom on, birth control pills. That's all we're asking. Prevent AIDS. I would not shower in the shower at Penn State. Nope. Would not shower. Don't drink and drive. Call some murder someone. Pick up the phone. Appreciate the listen all the way through. State Fair tomorrow. Have a great weekend. The Mongering Radio. Who knows? We'll do one next. Sundays will be game day shows. Probably maybe fear mongering. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, from the outskirts, the Fear Mongering Radio, we are out.